up, peace and blessings? This is Jovhannah, the Spiritual Love Healer, founder of the Spiritual Love Sanctuary. And I thought it would be helpful if I went ahead and did the Spiritual Love forecast for the coming week. So let's get into it. I'm really excited. Last week I did this year's first virtual healing circle, and it was really amazing. I got some excellent feedback, so I'm really looking forward to doing the next one. They'll probably be like every couple of weeks or so. So I will definitely be sharing more about that. And they're just virtual circles where we can kind of gather and talk about what's going on. There'll be different topics from like mindset to spirituality, relationships, healing, all kinds of different topics to really help you level up in love and life. And I love doing them. It's really awesome when when people are able to come together and share from, the heart space. And I want it to be a safe space where people feel comfortable showing up and sharing, because that is where and how healing truly takes place. So you can check out or go to spirituallovecircle.com to learn more and just input your name and email for details on that. So I've got my cards laid out here, and we're just going to take a look at the first week of March and see what the energy holds as we move into this month. I don't know about you, but I am already ready for spring. There are, the birds are starting to chirp. I'm already seeing flowers are blooming. And I've been today doing a lot of cleaning around my house, decluttering, organizing, throwing stuff out, and it feels really good. So I'm excited for spring. So what we have out here now, we have Angel of Love and Journey. And Journey came up in the last spiritual love forecast that I did. And I think that's very beautiful, because it's like you're moving towards love. You're moving towards things that are going to fulfill you, things that make your heart sing. You are moving in the direction of what it is that you really want to manifest. And I think that's kind of what the message was last time too. So, okay, the other cards that came up was back and forth and decrease. So what I'm feeling is that you know what you want. You know what direction that you're moving in. You're focused on the things that you love and the things that love you back. And so I feel like this back and forth is what's stopping. You are moving out of, the energy where you don't know what you want, and also decrease. Like that to me looks like famine. It looks like struggle. And I feel like you're moving out of that. You no longer want to teeter and totter between, your dreams and where you are now. You're wanting to end this cycle of decrease by moving forward towards your goals, because you're realizing that you deserve it. You deserve all of the nice things. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be living an abundant life. And now that you're realizing that, you're setting your sights on where you want to be, and you're able to find balance in between where you are now and where you're going. A lot of times when we are on the journey to manifest our desires, we can get fed up because either we're not seeing it come through quick enough, we don't believe that it's going to happen. There's just that back and forth energy. It's like, I really want this, but can I really have it? And so I feel like you're moving out of that, because you're like, no, I deserve this. And so because your mindset is shifting, you're seeing things differently. So even if you feel, or this is what you see around you is lack, you're not believing in that. You are believing in your vision, and you're moving away from this so that you can step fully into abundance. And what it's going to take, what we have on the bottom of the deck, we have all tied up and courage. It's going to take courage. It's going to take you letting yourself go. It's going to take you letting go of the limiting beliefs. It's going to take you deciding that you don't want to struggle, that you're tired of the back and forth and you really want to step into something new. And it's really about you setting yourself free and being bold and stepping out on faith and going into the direction of what it is that you want to manifest, because she's happy. Look at the beautiful lush garden. This is very much so spring vibes, and it's a totally different energy from this decrease card. Like this, there's a difference. One is abundant and one is in a state of lack. And so you have to figure out where it is that you want to be and focus on that. And so this is going to be letting go of the things that are holding you back. And oftentimes it's us. It's us. We can blame it on whoever. We can blame it on our parents. We can blame it on our circumstances. We can blame it on our job. We can say there's not enough time in the day. But at the end of the day, you are in control. And you have the power to let yourself go, to step into the light, and to manifest what it is that you want. Because she looks pretty happy tied up right here. She's like, this feels good. Like, I'm comfortable. I can dig it. But so you have to get uncomfortable being stuck and be bold and brave enough to say, screw this. This is not my story. This is not the life that I want to live. I am going off in a new direction. You take this sword and you slice through anything that is standing in your way, and you move towards love. You move towards your heart's desire. And that is what I'm seeing here. Moving towards your heart's desires. I don't know. Are these showing up in the right direction? Yeah. So she's like right there. So, and this is one of the things that we kind of talked about on the spiritual love circle, and this might be the next topic, is like, what is it that your heart desires? Because if you don't know, this is where that back and forth comes from. You might be like, well, my parents said I should have did this, or, well, I thought this was what I wanted, or society says this is the life and I got to have these things. But what do you want? Until you know what you want, you're not really gonna know what direction that you're moving in. So what are you moving towards? And sometimes it can be hard to hear our heart and to know what it is that we want, because we haven't really been allowed to dream and to explore, and sometimes we have to give ourselves permission to be selfish enough to think solely about what it is that you want. And a lot of things that I recommend for that: meditation, journaling, writing, just doing something creative, doing something different outside of the normal day-to-day routine that you're used to. Shaking up your everyday routine is one way that you'll start to hear your heart's whispers. And so for me, one of the things that keeps coming up consistently is skating. And so that's one of my heart's desires. And so I'm, researching, looking for the skates that I want so that I can get them and put them on my feet and go skate, because that's what my heart wants. That's what's going to make me feel good. It was always a fun activity for me, and it's something that I want to get back to. But had I not been paying attention, I would not have really known, like, okay, skating is pretty important. It keeps coming up, and it's time that I honor that, because that's what my heart wants. And so sometimes when it comes to doing the things that we want, it's not always easy. It's not going to be, this amazing thing just falls into your lap. You're going to have to do stuff to make it happen. So be prepared. And that again goes back to, are you willing to do the work, or are you just going to stand there and, blame circumstances and things for you not being able to do the things that you love? So for this first week of March, get clear on what's important to you. Get clear on the things that make you happy, and have the courage to move towards them. And trust the process. Trust that you're going in the right direction. Move towards the things that you love, and you'll start to see abundance show up in your life. And I think that's very beautiful, because as we go into spring, that's what happens, right? Everything just starts sprouting up. Things start to come back to life. We start to see, signs of movement again. The flowers bloom. The birds are singing. And, you know, it's like the world is waking up again. And so that's even resonating here, is like, it's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to listen to your heart and do what it is that you love, do what makes you feel good. So I hope that you enjoyed the Spiritual Love Forecast for the coming week. I am sending you lots of love, and I will see you next time. Peace.